Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Vandita. Fear of Rain is a psychological thriller directed by Castile London. The film delves into a paranoia that entails a schizophrenic mind and transforms itself into a taut mystery. Fear of Rain approaches schizophrenia in a sympathetic light and uses some clever narrative devices to give us a first-person perspective of the character. There is a probable case of abduction observed by Rain, a teenager who's affected by schizophrenia. She devotes her time to solve the mystery and give herself a certain semblance of closure regarding her suspicion. Sometimes she gets confused between her hallucinations and doubts herself regarding the truth of the happenings. The film also packs a social commentary by depicting the ostracization that mental illness is associated with. Fear of Rain makes us realize the confounding problems of a schizoid mind through its layered narrative. It calls for a detailed discussion and we are up for the task. So as we already know the story, we're not going into it. Let's get straight into the ending and the explanation. So Fear of Rain ending. Is there really a missing child? Fear of Rain turns into a mystery when Rain starts to suspect that her teacher has abducted a young child. Caleb is the only one who believes in her and supports the investigation. Rain breaks in McConnell's house to find the attic door locked. This fuels her suspicion and she starts searching for more clues. Rain is able to identify a missing kid and believes that she is the one who is kidnapped by McConnell. All these tense situations, Rain's paranoia is exacerbated through dissonant voices and disturbing visions. Even then, Rain musters the courage to break into McConnell's home and sneaks into the attic. She finds the young girl locked in a coop and rescues her. Unfortunately, McConnell catches her and manipulates her into thinking that the child is just another hallucination. It's revealed that McConnell indeed kidnaps the child. Caleb comes to help Rain in her effort to rescue the child, which clarifies that the situation is not a creation of Rain's mind. In an earlier scene, Caleb visits Rain's room and hears a voice from McConnell's attic. The film does not let us assassinate the existence of the child till the very end. It cleverly balances its narrative that keeps us in limbo regarding the truth. At some point, we feel that Rain's mind is playing tricks on her, but Caleb becomes an important conduit to harness the truth. In the end, a violent confrontation ensues between Caleb and McConnell, which gives Rain ample time to escape with the child. Rain's father rescues her as Caleb is treated for his wounds. Even though her hunch regarding the abduction is true, Rain's hallucination is persistent throughout the film. Rain's mother is present with her till the end until we get to know that she had committed suicide 3 years ago. Rain's father is protective of her and hence plays along with her hallucinations. Rain sees her mother around her, but his father doesn't reveal the truth until the end. Rain's hallucination of her mother is actually a way to balance her fragmented thoughts, as it provides her solace. In a particular scene, we see Rain drowning a portrait of her mother. It establishes that the thought of her mother protects Rain from the intense paranoia that can physically harm her. Even Caleb, despite his understanding and sensitivity, is freaked out when Rain talks to her mother during a passionate moment. When her condition deteriorates, Rain's father has no option but to reveal the truth. The revelation disturbs Rain, which perhaps pushes her to prove her sanity by solving the curious case of McConnell. Rain's friend's hostile behavior doesn't help her cause. So in a moment of rage-filled anxiety, she barges into McConnell's home when she resolves the case of the missing child. She visits her mother's grave, which lets her come to terms with the irreparable loss. In the end, Rain manages to prove herself right, and it provides a sense of calm as she comes to terms with her schizophrenia. Moreover, graveyard and weeping angels recur in the film. Castile London thus carefully structures her narrative with the turbulences of schizophrenia and crafts a delectable mystery. Do let me know if you enjoy watching it. Do not forget to tell me what your favorite part of the movie was. Let me know if you have any video suggestions for me, and lastly, make sure to subscribe the channel. Your support means a lot.